Hi, this is Martha Chapman, and I'm back with some more good food for our eyes, for our ears, and for our soul. Are you doing exactly what you love doing? Are you doing something that brings joy to your soul and you're doing unapologetically? Are you doing it knowing that you cannot please everybody? It's impossible to please everybody. So don't worry about trying to please others. You have to do what feels authentically good to you. Will others have something to say? Unfortunately, yes. Others will always give their opinion. They will always have something to say. Sometimes when you haven't even asked for their opinion, they just feel entitled to speak on it. But don't let that get you off course, and don't let that stop you from doing what you love doing. So in this particular instance, Mary had this expensive perfume, and she was in the house with Lazarus, and Martha was serving, and Jesus was there. And she just felt led to take off this expensive perfume and wash his feet with her hair. Now that is such a humbling and servant gesture. And nobody should have had anything to say. But Judas had something to say. Judas told her that perfume could have went to the poor. And he also told her that, it was expensive. And Judas was a thief. So I don't even know why Judas had something to say, because he was stealing from the disciples. Such is life, right? Such as life. So I'm going to read a small parable from 1 John chapter 12, verses 3 through 6. Then Mary took a 12-ounce jar of expensive perfume made from essence of nard. And she anointed Jesus' feet with it and wiped his feet with her hair. And the house was filled with fragrance. But Judas Iscariot, one of his disciples, the one who would betray him, said, "That perfume was worth a small fortune. It should have been sold and the money given to the poor." Not that he cared for the poor. He was a thief who was in charge of the disciples' funds, and he often took some for his own use. How could Judas say anything? How could he speak on it? And Jesus knew he was a thief. That's the thing. But he never stopped Judas from being his disciple. Judas had issues. In life, we will have people around us that will have issues. We will have people around us that will say more than what they need to say. But don't let that stop you from doing what feels good to you. Don't let that stop allowing you to bless others that you feel led to bless. It's nobody else's opinion that's really needed in you doing what you want to do. Judas told her that the perfume was expensive. He told her that she could have sold it to the poor. He told her that it was just like an unnecessary thing of what she was doing. To me, that's a hypocrite. A hypocrite is saying that they wouldn't do it, and then they turn around and do it. Because I do believe that if Judas really had some expensive cologne, he would have served Jesus. Because that is the most servant, the most beautiful thing one could do. It was highly priced, but in that moment in time, that was impulsive for Mary to do that. Mary didn't plan that out. That felt good to her soul. And she wanted to bless Jesus. Do good to you. You matter. And do good to those you want to bless. God honors that. God looks at our heart. Not so much the bank account. Not so much the material things. He looks at our heart. Because that's what counts. Mary had a good heart. Martha had a good heart. She was serving. Lazarus had a good heart. He was Jesus' friend. Judas, not so much. Not so much. But he was around good. And sometimes when you're around good, that might get contagious. But in Judas' instance, it didn't change too much because he went on to betray Jesus. He regretted it, but he went on and betrayed him. So I want you to take away from this video. Be your authentic self. Do what feels good to you. Simplistics equals joy. Be happy. Life is so short. No man knows the day. No man knows the hour. So you cannot get caught up on others. You cannot get caught up on others' opinion of what you do because you're not living to please others. You're living to be happy for you. Be blessed by this word. Summation. Continue to be a blessing. God honors it. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to a coaching session. And until next time, keep shining.